Hello everyone and welcome back to part 3 of Tarot Tuesdays. We are going to be covering the second card in the tarot deck, but also number 1, the Magician. Now, it is important to note that the first cards 1 through 7 after the Fool are what we like to call experiencing opposites. These are characters that the Fool has met early on in his childhood and youth during the first phase of the tarot journey. These cards represent the groundwork that will allow the Fool to make his decisions. He will be able to conquer conflict, love, and prepare for bigger conflicts. The Magician is known as the archetypal achiever. This card describes the Fool's first lesson. The Fool learns that no matter what his gifts and talents that he has naturally, he must cultivate these gifts or talents in order to achieve his goals. The Fool must learn to channel his creative force into the tools and equipments we see represented on the table in front of the Magician. These each represent one of the 4 elements, which we will get into later. The Fool transforms into a skilled magician who masters his inner resources and abilities. The Magician taps into universal powers. He is integrating unconscious desires and the cognitive awareness to make his desired goals a reality. The Fool has matured into the Magician who realizes he must maintain balance by reconciling the spirit and materialism. The Magician also represents both feminine and masculine principles. We can see this balance first in the white wand that Magician points to the sky. It represents purity of intention and spiritual awareness. The hand pointing down to the earth represents logic, practicality, and earthly skills. The 4 elements, again, are represented on the table. The cup represents water, the pentacle represents earth, the wand represents fire, and the sword represents air. This is also symbolic of the 4 seasons that it takes to mature and reach a goal. Emotions and actions must be orientated toward that goal in order for it to become real. Now, onto the meaning of this card. In the upright position, this card represents the use of reasoning and a thinking process or methodology to achieve one's goals. If you are upright, you have a strong willpower, intellect, initiative, flexibility, and physical and mental focus. The Magician predicts that you will be able to complete your plans and that your projects will take off. You are self-assured, clever, expressive, and at ease in any situation. In the reverse position, this card represents confusion, worry, and loss of concentration. Plans are now being abandoned and you are asked to revisit your goal. Well, that's all we have for now. I hope to see you in part 4 where we talk about the High Priestess.